How is everybody doing this morning? My skin is peeling so bad. Probably take that out. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me because I messed it up because of my ear pod. I'm feeling pretty good. I washed my face this morning because my skin was peeling so bad and it hurts like on the side of my nose really bad. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. We are in the 6th year month. Coffee Talk started in August of 2014. So this month is our 6-year anniversary. I don't know the exact date. I'll try to get it, but 6 years is a long time to be together. 6 years. God bless us. And I wanted to just sort out a little housekeeping. Last night I came on to talk about addressing some of your messages that you guys sent me after I talked about my father and feeling like an orphan and feeling like just feeling like I don't know how I was feeling, how I am feeling. I don't know. But I was talking last night about the messages that I have from you and how many people are still or are also going through this space in their life where they are cut off from family, or they're dealing with parent alienation or sibling alienation or child alienation. And so dealing with that. And when I said yesterday that I would do a Tell Me What to Do podcast, I'm getting a family therapist to come on and talk to us about parent alienation and also what's the word? Abandonment. Abandonment is a big one. It really is. And so after last night, we lost 100 followers. Apparently 100 people were not happy with my conversation. And that's okay. I can't imagine hearing somebody talk about something that could be helpful to other people but doesn't at all affect me and thinking I don't want to be part of this community because they're talking about something that doesn't affect me. But sometimes people walk away from things because it's too triggering for them, and that I understand. Not every coffee talk will be for everybody, but I want you to know that if you are dealing with abandonment or alienation in your family, we are finding a top family therapist to talk to us about this because we can't navigate it ourselves. It's really so painful and so shameful and so isolating at times. And anyway, I just want you to know that help is coming because I need it. Okay. I also want to tell you that I started a push-up challenge with the kids yesterday. 10 push-ups a day. And I did 10 push-ups yesterday and I almost died. So please tell me it gets easier because push-ups are hard. Okay? They are hard. Push-ups are hard. Anyway, 10 push-ups a day. Somebody do it with me. But my arms are so, we'll call them thick, jiggly. But I'm doing them on my knees, but I'm doing them. Man, I'm going to try. It doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Oh, shit, Christy. Talk that, Christy. Walk that walk, Christy. Talk that talk, Christy. Okay. Anyway, couple of other housekeeping things. You guys want me to do the push-ups on camera? Then you could do them with me. How many of you want to do push-ups with me? You can watch last night's video. Just go back after this one is over. Just scroll down and you'll see last night's video. I was drinking tequila. Okay, so I want to say something else. I posted a meme this morning about feelings and how come you feel something and then where that feeling may come from. And a lot of people said, depression is not a feeling. Please don't further promote wrong things about mental illness. I want to share something with you that many people may not know. You can feel depressed and not have mental illness. I am well aware that suffering from depression can be mental illness. I am also aware that you cannot suffer from depression, but experience periods of depression, and you can understand why. You can take the time to figure out why you are depressed. Not everybody who feels depressed suffers from mental health issues. We need to understand that, because the second we feel depressed, we're like, I have a mental health disorder. No, you need to be diagnosed with a mental health disorder. Joey Premack, your name came up on my conversation this morning with cousin Tracy. Okay, so depression, exactly. Kathleen Guy says, I am a counselor, and depression is absolutely a feeling. It can also be a chronic illness. It is not mutually exclusive. I want you to understand why I shared that. This week, I was feeling depressed. I do not suffer from depression. I have not been diagnosed with depressive disorder, depression, chronic depression, whatever it's called. I'm not a therapist, but whatever that is called, I don't have that. I don't suffer from that. But I needed to learn the cause and effect. I feel depressed right now. Why? Because if I don't understand my why, I can't figure out my how to fix it. Depressed at the beach. Yes, you can be sad anywhere. Isn't that amazing? You can feel lonely in a room full of people. You can feel depressed at the beach. Unbelievable. Thank you, Laura. She's referring to major depressive disorder. Marilyn says, I suffer from depression, but I currently do not feel depressed. Right. Same thing with anxiety. I have periods of time where I battle anxiety. I feel anxious. I have a stomach ache. I have diarrhea. I have restless leg syndrome at night. I can't get comfortable. I can't find a place for myself. I don't have anxiety disorder. I have not been diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Sometimes I just feel anxious. That's why I shared it. So to the people who are screaming at me, depression is a mental illness. Okay, when it is diagnosed, you're absolutely right. Sometimes it's just a feeling you have. You don't have depressive disorder, whatever, and you just need to understand why you're feeling that way. Because when it isn't a chronic condition for you, you can understand why you're feeling that way, and you can try to walk yourself out of it, I guess. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about this because if we understand our why are we feeling this way? It's our age, Tara. Ain't that the frickin' truth? Ain't that the frickin' truth? And if we understand why am I feeling anxious? Take mental illness out. If you have been diagnosed with an actual disorder, I love you and I am so glad you are here, but I am probably not speaking to that specific thing, okay? I'm speaking to general, random bouts of anxiety or depression or sadness or jealousy or envy or any of those feelings. If you are feeling jealous, the best thing for us is to understand our why. Why am I feeling this way? So how can I fix it? Because I am learning that what I have done for myself is continue to take the feelings and throw them over my shoulder like a saggy boob, like a boulder holder. Throw it right over. Oh, you're sad? Nobody has time for that. I'll talk about it on Coffee Talk and I'll move on. Oh, you're jealous? You're feeling jealous? You're feeling left out? You're feeling slighted? Don't focus on the people leaving you out. Focus on the people that want you there. No problem. Oh, you feel anxious, Jamie? Okay. Make a few jokes on Coffee Talk about diarrhea and keep it moving. I'm not dealing with my why. I'm not dealing with my why. And you know what happens when you throw it over your shoulder and you throw it over your shoulder and you throw it over your shoulder? Eventually you got a pile of shit right here. Here you are with all your emotions and your feelings right here. And honestly, guys, here's my truth. Here's my truth. I want to know my why. I want to understand why I feel the things I feel at times. When I feel jealous, I want to understand why I'm feeling that so that I can work on it and heal that part of myself. It is not normal in the scope of grieving to be decades out from the loss of a parent and still cry the way I do. It's not normal. And I know some of you are going to go, of course it's normal to be sad. Your father died. No, it is not normal to be decades out. Decades. My father has been dead since 1993. Okay? We are at decades. Okay? It is not normal for me to continue to feel abandoned, to feel slighted, to feel like an orphan, to feel alone in the world, to feel, these are not normal feelings. And because I kept doing this, I have not ever gotten to the why. I've never gotten to the why, and without the why, I can't get to the how. If I don't understand why I am still feeling this way, I'll never be able to fix it. And you know, it's not normal. It's not normal. I can't let anybody normalize it. It's not. I have not done the work. I have not gotten real help. And you know, my uncle, my father's brother, watched that Coffee Talk. Do you know he's in his 80s? He's not well. He never watches Coffee Talk. He happened to catch that Coffee Talk and see me crying about my father, his brother. And he called me. My uncle called me. I don't talk to my uncle that much. Hardly ever, really. He called me and he said, baby girl, listen to me. Listen to me. Your father is turning over in his grave, seeing you cry like this decades later. Your father was ready to die. He was not afraid. He was sad to leave his children, but he was not afraid to die. He was ready to go. He went on his own terms. He was good, Jamie. And you are torturing yourself. It's not, that's the truth. That's the truth. Yes, Darisha, I have done therapy, and I use TalkSmart, the at-home therapist that I promote on my podcast. I promote that because I use them. So if you listen to any of my podcasts, yes, my uncle showed up like an angel. Thank you, Uncle Phil, if you are watching this. That phone call changed my life. I needed to hear that. That I needed to hear that my father, that someone who knew him, really knew him, would not want this for me. He would not want this for me. What father would want his daughter to cry decades later the way I cry over him? And I don't even cry over him. I cry for myself, for the little girl who feels abandoned and lost and scared. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not. Talkspace, sorry. I use Talkspace, and they are sponsors of the Tell Me What to Do podcast, and I'm so grateful to them. I really am. But I need to get to my why. Why do I feel so abandoned by his death? Why do I feel like such an orphan? Why do I alienate myself from other members of my family? Why do I make it so easy to cut people off? Why can I snap my fingers and be done with someone? I need to do the work. I want to do the work. Guys, I do Coffee Talk so that we can heal together. I can't heal if I don't know the why. I just can't. And I've stayed away. Jerry Walker, how about using Kleenex instead of your fingers? Oh, Jerry, you make a good point. But also read the room, Jerry. Read the room. Anybody ever taught you about that? Read the room? I think what I want to do is write another book on, I think I want to call it Dead Daddy Issues. All right, Jerry, I'm going to block you and make life real fucking easy for you, bro. Bye, Jerry. I think that I know that Dead Daddy Issues is a rough title, but I think it says exactly what a lot of us are going through. I really want to do the work. I want to do the work. And I want to understand my why. And more importantly, really, more importantly, I want to heal so I can help you guys heal. Truly. I do the podcast for us, and I want it to be different than Coffee Talk. I want to learn from it. I want important people who are way smarter than me to tell me what to do. I really do. I wrote about like when my dad died in The Southern Education of a Jersey Girl, but I didn't write about me after. A little bit. I did a bunch of drugs. I beat a bunch of people up, but that was just the surface stuff. So, thank you, Henry Thomas. Alicia, I'm going to get somebody great on. I'm going to get somebody great. Johnny, you didn't have a dad? I think it's time to write a new book or a movie about it. I don't know. But I can grieve for my father, and I can miss him, but it's not normal to be crippled by it decades later. It's not normal, and it's not what my father would want. It's not. And I want to help people. I really do. I feel like God gave me a gift. I don't always know how to use it, but I want to use it properly. I think that, I don't know. Anyway, if I can heal, and then I can help others heal. But I have to learn how. I got to learn the why so I can learn how. If you would, please, I know I ask you every day, and I'm going to ask you again today. Even if you already have, you can do it again. Would you please listen to this week's episode of Tell Me What to Do podcast with Dr. Nzinga Harris on addiction. I talk a lot about my eating disorder and where it came from and all of that. I would really, really, really appreciate if you would listen. You can find the podcast anywhere podcasts are hosted. You can find it on iTunes. Nope, just kidding. Cannot find it on iTunes. You can find it on Apple Podcast. You can find it on Stitcher. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on iHeart. Thank you, Frank. Thank you to everybody who has listened to the podcast. It really means so much to me. I'm waiting for the weekly report to come in. I want us to get to 5,502 listens. Anyway, if you would today listen, you can listen again. If you've already listened, it still counts while you're out walking, folding laundry, food shopping. Put your little buzz in your ear and just listen. You can even hit play and turn the volume down and not even listen if you don't want to. Thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed to the podcast and written a review. We have 1,000 reviews, and I read them, and I'm such a dork. And I screenshot them and send them to Michael, and he's like, we got it. Yes, there is a trigger warning at the beginning of this episode, because one of the questions that came in did deal with child molestation, so I did do a trigger warning. But thank you, Carolyn Huff. Thank you. The next episode we do is secrets. Do I still think I have an eating disorder? Oh, yes, ma'am. I absolutely have an eating disorder. The next one is on secrets, and the one after that hopefully will be on family alienation and abandonment and those things. Thank you to everybody who has listened and shared it and posted it in their mommy groups and on different Facebook groups that they're in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all so much, more than you know. I love you so much today. Have a beautiful Sunday. Okay, with my arm, what is it called? Armpit? No, push-up challenge. Thank you. Hi, Vicky Ford. So happy to have you here. Can someone send me the link for these podcasts, please? Can someone message Shauna? Shauna, do you have an iPhone? If you have an iPhone, it's right on your podcast app. Guys, at the very minimum, if you cannot find the podcast, just Google it. Just go to Google and search Tell Me What to Do with Jamie Premack Sullivan, and it'll come up. But if you have an iPhone, you have a purple podcast app on your phone. Click that and search Tell Me What to Do with Jamie Premack Sullivan. I do not want anyone to buy me stars. Do not buy me any stars. No. I don't need money for coffee talk. No. Hi, Joey Premack. Shauna, if you have an iPhone, go to the purple. I want the link, please. Okay. Send me the name so I can remember. Okay, I'm really going to try here. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. Tell me what to do with Jamie Premack Sullivan. I don't have the link, Shauna, to put Oh, thank you, Jennifer Crane, who just subscribed. Can somebody put the Apple link? Here it is. Here it is. Guys, I'm pinning the comment. So the Apple link, if you have an iPhone, I just pinned the comment with the link. So go to the pinned comment and just click on it, and you can listen and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I love you. No, Lorianne, you are not a duck up. Absolutely not a duck up. Thank you guys so much. Have a great, great day. I'm going to listen to the podcast again. I know I'm a dork listening to my own podcast, but I like it. I love you guys so much. Have a great, great day.